Hi, my name is Issey Nakajima Farran. I played in Singapore 2006 for Albirex Niigata Singapore for 2 years and currently representing the Canadian men's national team. Yeah, it's amazing seeing these old faces, you know, and especially Ken-san, who I started with in Niigata, who was a very, he looked after me when I was a young guy. So he was, and we have this word senpai, he's the guy that was looking after the young boys, especially me and some of the other boys, and he has always been a very, somebody to look up to in the professional world, of how you treat media, friends, family, sponsors, etc., fans. He was always somebody to look up to, and he was always a captain to all of us. And so and Aki-san too, he's a highly, he's a very close friend to us, and he played a big part in that first year, and he showed us Singapore. He made it easy for us to adapt to Singapore coming from Japan. So these guys are the most respected guys for us, in the Japanese world. So this is something that was really important to all of us to be a part of. I was here 10 years. I first came here 10 years ago for 2 years, and every young player needs to make a stand, And that was the time when Albirex gave me the chance. I think my chance back in Japan, Niigata, when I was 18. When I was 19, 20, Albirex Singapore gave me that chance to show myself and make a mark and show what I can do, etc. And Singapore actually gave me the Young Player of the Year award back then, and I held that very proudly, and that gave me the connections to abroad, to Europe. So that was great for me. Because a lot of my Japanese family lives in Canada, and me being developed in Japan as a footballer and playing in Singapore, and also at that time started playing in Denmark in the top league, and my family had never seen me play football. They only seen live streams, etc. But playing for Canada, it gave me the chance to actually come to the stadium, watch me represent Canada. So that was it was a very easy choice for me, Art has always been just a hobby for me, It takes my mind off football, On and off is a very important thing, especially as a player. If you're constantly in, you need to refresh your mind in order to be creative on the pitch, etc. And whereas having that brush in my hand, it just gets my mind off football, just being totally creative, and one thing led to another. Art has pushed my boundaries, I guess, as on a personal level in the beginning it was a personal level, but then cafes got interested in portraying my pieces, and cinemas and galleries, etc. It just all naturally clicked into place, and yeah, just kind of took off by itself, really. Next 5 years, I came out of a messy situation in Cyprus. Cyprus isn't the most stable place for any player. So I just came out of that situation, and just looking for my next challenge, really. And we have a new coach for Canada, Benito Floro, as a very experienced Spanish coach. So we'll see what comes up in this January window, and hopefully I'll get a challenging move.